Yo, what's up guys? So today we just got a normal leg day, but I wanted to go over with you guys how you can actually build your own optimal leg day, because I see all these videos on here and they're like, this is the most optimal leg day, this is the most optimal leg day, and I've always had to take that, like, you can't really just follow anyone else's leg day. You have to figure out what's the most optimal for you. You enjoy the movements you like doing. I've kind of always just said that, but I've never actually taught you guys what makes a leg day optimal. So I'm gonna go over that today, and I'm gonna show you how to program it and what kind of movements you want to be doing to get the most optimal leg day, get the most out of your time in the gym, and overall build the most muscle that you can in a given amount of time, which is the whole goal with this optimal training stuff. So I'm gonna go over that, and I think this can be a very good, useful video for you guys. But besides that, on my last few videos, I've kind of just been like trying to sneak in a video here and there, and it's been like not really high quality. That's just because I've been lifting with all these different people. My dad just like came back into my life after being gone for 8 years. So that's a whole other story. Everything's good and amazing with that, but he's just been like wanting to lift with me every day, and I have, and it's been fun. But you know, I can't really make videos like this when I'm doing that. I can't talk to the camera when I'm lifting with him and my brother and my girlfriend. So I think if I have any other video updates. What you guys are sitting in right now is really cool. I was just looking at my like cup holder setup here, and I realized I can pull out the cup holder and then put my phone charger through the bottom of the cup holder and wrap it around the tripod of my camera, and it will stay up like this. And right now I'm driving, just holding onto the phone cord. I'll film it on my phone to show you guys the rig I have going on right now. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm gonna try to talk a little louder because I know this car can be kind of loud. But yeah, that's all I really want to talk about in terms of the video. But now I want to start getting into what's good about the leg day. I'll explain it on the way to the gym, and then I'll just have a normal leg day. First of all, before you can determine what the leg day itself is going to look like, you have to figure out what your frequency is, and that is basically, I just realized I'm driving really slow. That's like how many times a week you're hitting each muscle group in your split. So if you're doing push-pull legs, you have 2x frequency, because every muscle group on your body is getting hit twice a week. So like chest, you're hitting it with push, for example. Push, it's getting hit once, and then you have pull, and then legs, and then rest, and then push, hitting it again. So that's, and then by the time you reach the end of that second cycle, it's been a week. So you've hit it 2 times in 1 week. If you're doing upper lower, you're hitting chest 2.5 times a week, or 5 times every 2 weeks, because you can't really hit it half of the time. But we're not talking about chest today. I'm gonna start saying like quads, because I'm talking about leg day. So if you have a higher frequency, you wanna do lower volume, because what happens if you have too high of a volume, that fatigue is gonna build up and you're not gonna be able to recover before your next leg day. So like for example, I was doing upper lower, but I'm doing PPL right now because I'm cutting and because I wanna be able to make more videos for you guys. Like I'm gonna hit legs today, and then I'm gonna have 3 days until I hit legs again. Since I have about 72 hours to recover, I'm gonna do probably around 4 sets per muscle group. But also I have to take in account that I'm in a severe caloric deficit right now. I'm cutting a lot right now, so maybe like 3 to 4. Yeah, nice Bronco. I got a cool car. And if you are doing something like upper lower, where you hit legs and then you have a rest day, you have an upper day, and then it's legs again already, then I would recommend about 2 sets for quads. And I'm just saying quads, but I'm talking about everything in legs: quads, hamstrings, calves. So that's what I'm referring to with that. So now that you guys kind of understand how to figure out your volume for your split, now I'm gonna go over what kind of movements you should be doing. Now this is just like explaining it as simple as I possibly can right now. This is what I'm trying to do in this video. I'm going to do a hinge for not only my hamstrings and glutes, but also my erectors. My erectors are massive because I started doing SLDLs early on. But yeah, I'm doing a hinge. I'll show you what that looks like later if you guys don't know what a hinge is. Sorry, I'm gonna do a hinge. I'm gonna do some kind of squat pattern, which, you know, anything where it's like a squat movement. So leg press, squat, hack squat, and then I'm gonna do an extension movement, and a curl movement. So like, you know, hamstring curls. Now that's just like very broad overview. Like that could look like something like SLDL's hack squat, leg extension, seated hamstring curl, or it could look like RDL, back squats, leg extension, lying down hamstring curl. There's a lot of variation you can use with what I just said. I just activated my windshield wipers. So I'm gonna go over today what I do, but like I just said, you can, if you see me doing a hack squat, you can replace that with just a back squat. But if you guys are cutting like I am, I would maybe, if you guys are cutting like I am, I'd maybe stick a little bit closer to what exactly I'm doing. I've picked out movements that really cause like less fatigue. Like you could do back squat instead of hack squat, but hack squat you don't have to like, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just less fatigue, same stimulus on your quads. It isolates the quads better while still being a squat pattern. Another thing I want to tell you guys, the reason I program it in the order I do is because I like to, me personally, I mean, I won't say this is the best for hypertrophy or the worst for hypertrophy. What I like to do is I like to get my compound movements over with. Compounds being like the big lifts that use multiple muscle groups like RDLs, deadlifts, squats, hack squats. I like to get them over with in the beginning of the lift so that I can kind of save my fatigue for later in the lift. Because like I don't want to do leg extensions and hamstring curls and then have my muscles be super tired and then I try to hack squat and I'm just like, oh, I'm so tired, I don't want to do this, you know, something like that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to cover. Oh, calves. Calves, I just kind of throw in whenever. Like if I was planning on doing leg extensions next and they're used, I'll just throw in calves. But yeah, 2 to 3 sets of calves. So real quick, just gonna summarize what pretty much everything I just said in a cutting context. If you're bulking, or if you are doing something like a bro split, I don't know why you are, but if you're doing a bro split, just take everything I'm about to say, but add like 1 or 2 sets at the end of every single movement because you can recover better. Because you're in a caloric surplus or because you're in a bro split, you have more time to recover. So I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna do 1 set of hack squats. I'm going to do 1 set of straight leg deadlifts or RDLs. It really just depends how tight my back feels. Those will be my compounds for my quads and my hamstrings. Then I'm gonna do 2 to 3 sets of leg extensions. Just depends, you know, how crazy those first few sets felt. I'm gonna do, let's see, this again really just depends on however I'm feeling. If I want to do seated hamstrings or laying down hamstrings, also just like who's using what. I think at this gym I'm about to go to, I prefer the laying down one just because I don't even know how to describe it. It just like, I know it doesn't really make sense, but it like stretches kind of more, and also the seated one here isn't very good. And let's see, after that I'm gonna do calves and it should be done. Also, for everyone watching, I would definitely add adductors. I am not today because not only are my adductors very developed, they're also like very strained currently, and you don't want to tear an adductor. That's just like the worst thing you could do. So yeah, that's about everything I wanted to say. If you want to click off now, that's probably all the knowledge I'm going to give you guys in this video. But I'm going to go in there, I'm going to train as hard as I can, I'm going to film it, I'm going to put cool music over it if you want to stay and watch that. But yeah, before I do that, I'm going to sit in here, watch like 20 cool edits on TikTok, get myself hyped up, and I'll see you guys when I'm going into the gym. Okay, quick update. It's been 15 minutes and I always sit here in the parking lot watching just like edits and letting my pre-workout kick in. And I just now realized that I forgot to take my pre-workout. Like it's just sitting here in my passenger seat. So I just added like another 15 minutes to my wait, but it's okay. You made it in the video.
Wait, can you add a revving sound?
Yeah, bro.
Alright, listen. Y'all hear that?
Yeah, when I walk on by, girls be looking like Danny Fly. I pimp to the beat, walking down the street in my new look free. Yeah, this is how I roll. Ain't no more pants out control. It's real food with a big ass roll. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that on, ladies, it's time to go. We headed to the bar, baby, don't be nervous.
Girlfriend pre-lift supply drop giving me Dr. Pepper. What's up, guys? It's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching my leg day. I just got home. I did a lot of things after the gym, so it's been a few hours. I just realized I forgot to film an outro, so this is the outro. Yeah. Like the video if you like the video. Dislike the video if you dislike the video. Subscribe if you like the video. Comment, tell me what you liked or didn't like about the video. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.